So, I know we're gonna go to Soldier's Peak next, but before we do that, let's go take care of this thing with Flemeth. Or we could deal with these rage demons and such first. Okay.
I'll get on it.
Hello, Flemeth.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
I hope we're ready to do this fight. This is usually one of the toughest fights in the game. And I should dance to your tune instead?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
I need Morrigan.
Choice. There is power in choices, as there is in lies. I shall give you one of each. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
And what happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
And what... You think she would believe that?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
And what do I get out of this?
You get to keep her for a time.
No.
Shame. What will it be then?
You die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Hold on. Wind needs mana. Zevran's going for the kill. Nice job, Zevran. We'll see you later, Flemeth. Robes of Possession, just for Morgan. And the Grimoire. An old but lovingly cared for book, bound in leather for questionable origin. The pages smell of herbs and wood smoke. Intricate stitching on the cover marks out a leafless tree, strangely ominous in its stark appearance. You know what's funny is the Robes of Possession look exactly like her original robes. Of course, I have her using some custom modded robes, so she probably won't be wearing these. Oh, this is part of that patch that I used. The Morgan Restoration patch.
You have returned from the wilds, alive. What news have you?
That little bit was so nice. That was not in the original game, but this restoration patch I found was supposed to add extra stuff that was cut from the game. I just love that it showed that she knew we went there, and she's sitting there all with a concerned look on her face, and then she sees us show up walking towards her, and she's just like, oh my gosh, he's alive. Because she probably thought we would not come back. She's dead. You're free.
Dead? You actually managed it? I barely dared to hope 'twas even possible. And the real grimoire, did you find it?
Yes, here it is. You can actually keep it for yourself. That's so horrible.
And so here it is. Fantastic. And thank you for helping me. No one has ever... Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are hopefully free of any further pressing obligations involving my protection. Let us return to the road, shall we? I wish to ask a question of you.
Go ahead.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
Ah, now this is where things get interesting. Because, of course, up until this point, she's been all, very flirty and such, like, 'tis cold in my tent all alone. But after we've done this for her, going to Flemeth's hut and killing her, getting the grimoire, this has now really affected her. And this is something I love and just absolutely adore about her romance, and just adds to her character. And, of course, Claudia Black's voice acting is just... Morgan will take an interesting turn, do something interesting going forward here, especially when it comes to the romance portion of her story here. My opinion.
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
Isn't that just adorable? I feel anxious when I look at you. I just adore this from Morgan, because this is the first time since we've seen Morgan where she's actually kind of let this aspect, be revealed, because she's been like having a mask and just kind of like showing herself to be all super confident and such. But now that she's actually developing feelings for us, now she's like, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't like this. This is a feeling I don't like it. It just, I love it. And if I do love you?
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
Love is not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
Oh, that I am not worth your distraction. Oh, Morgan. That's a moment where I just want to grab her and just give her a hug and be like, hey, and say, you are worth my distraction.
You are impossible. Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end. Your desire? So, full of questions, are you?
So what now that Flemeth is dead?
Now I have enough time to study Mother's grimoire to find a way to prevent her from stealing my body in the future. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no?
I was thinking more, what now, but, What now between us?
We have no idea what will happen in days to come, to talk of such things now. Let us go. There is much.
Okay.
Your desire? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
So she'll still kiss you, but...
Your desire? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
if you ask to join in the tent...
I think not.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Simply because I have warmed your bedroll before does not mean I am beholden to do so at every snap of your fingers. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your command like a trained warhound.
Wow! You can get really nasty with her saying something like that. I'm sorry, I... What brought this on?
I do not wish to discuss it. Leave me be. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as... I said no. Leave me be if that is your only interest.
-10 disapproval. Hold on.
Interesting. Your desire? We are in camp, so discuss away.
When I asked you to join me in my tent...
I am not certain what to say. I warned you, did I not? I told you that this was a weakness that was driving me mad, and yet you insisted.
Why are you frightened of this, Morgan?
'Tis also unexpected. I have no experience with any of it. And yet I find myself wanting it, hungering for it, for you. That is not right, is it? That is not how a normal woman acts. I can see it in your eyes. Release me. Tell me that you wish to end this. Make me believe you, and I will be grateful.
My gosh. Oh, that line. Release me. Tell me you wish to end this. Oh, gosh. Oh, just the way she... I cannot stop praising just let me rephrase that. I cannot stop just heaping praises upon Claudia Black and her amazing voice acting. It really gets me. You really feel like she's almost pleading with us, like, please, end this. Tell me you want this to end. I'm begging you. I don't want this between us. I don't want this to end.
You miserable, selfish bastard!
Oh, this patch was so worth it.
You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be.
Wow. Slaps you and then kisses you. Wow.
Your desire? So, full. Your desire? We are in camp, so 'tis as good. Discuss away.
So yeah, I think that's as far as and as much as we can do when it comes to the Morgan romance, and she will continue to be like, I said no, and like she'll keep turning you away going forward, because at this point you're basically gone as far as you can at this point in the game when it comes to some of the romantic stuff, and that won't come into play more so until later, like much later, like of course when she visits you at night before the big battle. So, anyways, what do you guys say we now head on up to a Grey Warden Fortress and reclaim it for ourselves, right?
Indeed.
So I'll take Morgan with me, Zevran, and Sten. You know, I find myself wondering about actually redoing that extra slot for the dog to bring him along. Especially now that I've gotten this patch all set up to help me deal with the likes of what was going on with Denerim.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
How did you find that path on your own?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Okay, just tell me.
It came to me in my dreams. When I was a lad, I tried going through the tunnel by myself. Got horribly lost. But every now and again since, I've dreamt of it.
Why didn't you mention this before?
I didn't want you to think I was some moon-addled simpleton. I've me wits about me. But enough of that. I'll follow you, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
This is where the Wardens trained and lived? I imagined it would be like a tiered Ubluk with battle rings and many levels. Instead, it is drab. A castle like every other.
Cheer up, Sten. I'm sure we'll be able to find some skulls for you to smash.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
Yeah, I had a vision too.
How's that possible? This place truly is haunted.
Well, the veil is thin here. The circle tower was that way too.
The veil?
That's what separates us from the Fade and the demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
skeletons!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Run, Levi! Or Levy.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men! I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
So King Arland was a tyrant?
Not much is known of King Arland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
The poster reads, "On these grounds, virtuous men stood against a tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died. It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arland's forces. Captain Mello, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Ebinger of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sans less Argonauts." Jason of the Argonauts, oh my gosh. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lacuna, Mad Dog Smeadows, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, the Stretched, and Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitrolic Eric, and Weak Eye Santos, and Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire.
Got it.
An arcane horror.
I'll get on it.
Got awesome.
All right. I'll get on it.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
There we go. Sophia, Arl Ruin and his entire family have been slaughtered, even the children. The Ruin line is no more, and the Arling belongs to the crown, for now. Arlen believed Ruin was plotting against him. Ruin criticized the king's spending on Wintersend, that is all. It was an idle word, spoken out of turn. The king goes too far. His brain is filled with madness, and he clings to the crown like a drowning man clutches at a straw. Sophia, I beg you, help us. If nothing is done, more will suffer. Your humble servant, Wolf. I know it'll probably be devastating for my throat, but I'm very much considering making a video where I just read codex entries. Like I said, it'll probably be devastating for my throat, or tiresome, but I think it'll be fun.
Glorious again.
All right.
This book is badly burned. You can make a word out here and there, and that is all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
Maybe there are other records.
We can only hope.
All right.
The History of Soldiers Peak, Chapter 2.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelate Obrasuth Sifan Net Beton.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Teli E Benfotos Victos.
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Like a dead steam found where they belong.
It is done.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
By the way, just ignore the fact that I'm here on fire. Just ignore that, Levy. But doesn't that hurt? No, just ignore that. I'm a Grey Warden. I can handle it. Well, wardens don't forbid blood magic. Anything it takes to win.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Got it.
Ah, that's right. This staff. Winter's Breath. I used to always love giving this staff to Morrigan. I always thought, oh, this not only is it a pretty cool looking staff, but also fits with the fact that she already had some cold spells as well. So it radiates cold. So, but this one, what's interesting is that this staff is supposed to have mana regen in combat, and yet she's still having mana issues. Raspberry jam. Ooh, I can now pick another specialization. Templar. The will of a Templar. I hope there are those of you that get that reference. Go with more Constitution. After all, I'm supposed to be the tank of my group, so... Okay. So now I can get Righteous Strike. Cleanse Area, Mend Fortitude, Holy Smite. That'll be nice to get. Let's go ahead and grab that. There we go. Now, why isn't it here, though? Where am I? Oh, wait, that's right. It's a passive. That's right. It's just Templars are enforcers to automate each of the Templars' melee hits against an enemy. Spellcaster drains its mana. Okay, what do you say we have a chat with his grandmother? Hi, Sophia.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levy, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Is there anything of the real Sophia left inside you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
And why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman-child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the Warden.
Alright, what is this deal you propose?
The Kyun is quite clear in matters of demons. Destroy them quickly, efficiently. Enough talk.
Deal with me now, warrior, and you will thwart many of my kind. This one will explain. The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons. No more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world.
Now, what's interesting about this is that you can let her go, and she will actually kind of pop up later on. She actually has a cameo in Dragon Age 2 if you let her leave this place. It's actually quite interesting. I don't recall if she actually has any kind of appearance in Inquisition. I doubt it. But it's just kind of interesting that you can go that route. You can actually bring her with you to go meet Avernus, which, you know, is kind of interesting in that regard. But yeah. And what hold on. I'm here on behalf of Levy. Tell him about Sophia.
This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken.
And what exactly will you do if I free you?
This one will roam, this one will see, this one will feed. But without me, the veil will grow weaker. More demons, more misery. You choose just one of my kind, or many.
I mean, I've dealt with many of your kind already, so it's not a big deal. And what would I be destroying?
The magics, all moving things, the very stone if you have the power. Something inside keeps my kind locked away.
Before I make a deal with you?
Yes.
You tell Levy anything that he wants to know about Sophia.
Warden, my family's been looking for answers for over a century, but not like this.
Trust me.
I'll support your decision either way.
Agreed. Any questions Levy has of the Dryden will be answered.
What do I get out of this?
The Levy gets his questions answered. You get nothing more.
Well, in that case, screw you.
Then you are useless to this one. Die!
He wants to die again.
That's right. Good shot.
Got it.
So, Sophia drops one of my personal favorite armor sets in the entire game. The Warden Commander set. Stat-wise, it's fine. It's not amazing, but I mean, it looks really cool. It's the same set you saw her wearing, just to give you an idea. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it looks awesome. I love how it looks. It looks so cool. Yeah, I think this would actually be an upgrade for Sten. Even though, you know, him wearing a Warden Commander set is kind of odd, but still. It's massive armor, it requires lots of strength, and it has extra stamina regen in combat. So, it's fine. I, of course, have him using the mod sword, but of course, I should get him his actual sword. But anyways. And now Zebran has a specialization point. Nice, 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 nice. More dexterity and health. I don't need him to really be a bard. Here are the other ones here. I've always liked, well, I could make him a duelist. I used to always have Leliana be a bard and a ranger, and then have Zebran be an assassin and a duelist, just because I thought it fit him very well. So, he can get lacerate. For some reason, I don't see the... there's the duelist. I was like, where's the duelist? Here it is. I do want him to get this so he can be able to wield 2 swords. Because you guys know how much I love the dual-wielding swords thing, right? I'll probably use these skill books to kind of get him some more skills. In fact, I may do that right now, since we're going to go ahead and cut off. And when we return, we will be finishing up Soldier's Peak. Stay tuned.